Hello everybody, I wanted to make a new video on my books. I was asked to make one. There was kind of a joke made to me, and so I'm making it. And anyway, so I have written 4 new books since the coronavirus started, and I am now on my 8th book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 books, yes. So anyway, and then a new one, I'm working on one now. I won't say what it's completely different than anything I've done, and I'm kind of excited for it, but I'm not going to share yet. So, real quickly, I have not opened my business back yet. In person, I'm doing Zoom clients, and I've done a couple things outside. Now we can't because there's ashes and fire, smoke everywhere, and it's absolutely unsafe to exercise outside right now. So you guys stay safe. You have to stay safe because it isn't worth it, because it may cause you bronchial or lung issues a few months down the line if you go try to mess with it right now. It's just not worth it. Do things indoors. We're getting used to it anyway, huh? Okay, anyway, so I started this book 2 years ago, lost all my files, put it to the side, brought it back again, and I've never taken that long to do a book. But this one, I just got this in the mail this week. Your Brain. It's not very complicated. It's for everybody. I know most of my book has been in stroke survivors and seniors and neuro work. This one's for everybody. And it's really easy reading. It's thin. It's not as thick as my other books. Some really good tips on brain care, because the better we take care, there's wasabi, the better we take care of our brain, the better our brain takes care of our body. Our brain's like the engine to the body, as the engine is to the car. If the engine's not taken care of and you don't change your water and put clean oil in it, or put any oil in it, it's not going to run, and the whole car's not going to run. So this is called Your Brain, the Engine to Your Body, a fitness trainer's guide to brain health. So I hope you guys check it out. I have a few in person. With the virus and the fires, it's taken forever to get books. So I just have a couple. The main box is coming, I think, next week. It's just, everything's been delayed. So I'm very happy to get this one done. Hope you try it. I hope you buy it. It's in person. It's on my website. And it's on Amazon. All of them are. Kindle and paper book. The book before that I finished was Stroke Recovery, Leg Stability, and Walking Gait. If you can see it, there's kind of a glare here. I had some stroke survivors, because I run a stroke survivor group with over 3,500 people in it. After I did the arm book, they asked me, can you do one just on leg recovery? So this has to do with stability and walking gait, has to do with hyperextended knee, foot drop, heavy leg drag, and getting your core strong. Because remember, if your hips are crooked, those legs aren't going to come back. You have to get the core and pelvic stable so the limbs can line up. So there's that one. And then right before that, I was asked to do the arm book. So I did Stroke Recovery, Regaining Arm Movement, if you can see it. And that one's not as thick as the other one. The leg book's a little thicker. Same thing. You can't get your arm movement and range of motions back if you're in poor posture and you're weak. You have no movement. And this goes over, every book has a chapter on anatomy. I believe knowledge is power. The more you understand how the muscles attach and how they move. And if you're a fitness professional, the more you understand, the more you can help your client. Because a lot of times with arm stuff and leg stuff, people just do foot exercises, or they just do hand exercises. But even your bicep and tricep attached to your shoulder blade. If your shoulder blade's stuck, you're not going to move. You have to get the shoulder blades moving, the arms moving, because remember, your arm does all kinds of movements. And if the shoulder blades are stuck in place, you're not going to have motion. So this goes over where movement begins and how all the muscles work together, and how things in the shoulder blade have a lot to do with getting your arm movement, and how the nerves to your fingers and hand come through the vertebrae up here. And if your posture is really bad, the spinal cord's not going to speak to the brain and communicate very clear, because it's all hunched over. So you need a core posture first. There you go. That's that book. And right before that book, this one was done right when we closed down in March for the virus. My very first book was The Stroke of an Artist, Journey of a Fitness Trainer and Stroke Survivor with Gary. A lot of you guys who know me know his story. Our original name of the book was Dear Stroke, You Suck, The Journey of a Fitness Trainer and Stroke Survivor. Right before this book was getting made, we had a conversation about his artwork because he was an artist. And he said when he went to make a long, thin stripe, or paint line, his brain would only do a thick one. So right then I said, let's change the book to The Stroke of an Artist. So we did. And it was good, but I noticed it shows up as an art book a lot. So I thought, let's take it, let's bring it back out. I wanted to make it in larger print because since then I made most of my books in larger print. And I updated some illustrations, made the illustrations bigger. And I figured, let's change the name back to the original name. So there you go. Same story. We cleaned up some little grammar, some sentences. His sister Cheryl, edited this book as we redid it. We made this a little change of sentences and stuff. It's the exact same thing. And just bigger illustrations. I may put a few more exercise poses in there. But it's the same thing, just easier on the eyes. And then right before I did that book, I did The Power of Your Spine, How Back Strength and Posture Pilots Your Entire Body. And that one, this is almost a full anatomy book. It has anatomy all through it. This has a colored edition, a black and white edition, and the Kindle edition. So if you go to Amazon, I have a couple color ones here too. But if you go to Amazon, you can get a colored one too. I just always had a dream of making a colored anatomy book. So this one had so much anatomy, I had to get a color edition. So there you go there. Before that one, I did Stroke Recovery What Now. Those who know me have seen this one. When physical therapy ends, but your recovery continues. And this covers a lot of everything. It has a little bit about the arm, a little bit about the leg. But these two books are specifically way more information on each subject, not just a little chapter. But this covers a whole bunch of stuff about the brain, drinking water, teaches you about strokes. It has anatomy in there too, and exercises and things with the eyes and different things too. So there's that one. And before that, I did Tipping Towards Balance, the Fitness Trainer's Guide to Stability and Walking. This was my second book. There's me and Wasabi on the cover. And this has 8 exercises. All of them have exercises. This one has 8 exercises to help with balance and walking gait. Because I did this one when a lot of seniors were coming to me and telling me they're not hiking anymore because they're tripping over the tree roots on our hiking paths in Oregon because they're losing their spatial awareness of how high, how far, when to step down. They were tripping. And then the first one was the Gary book, The Stroke of an Artist. So I'm really happy to have these books. And I'm really happy that during this time of not seeing clients in person, I was able to do something to keep my mind focused and try to establish more income because that income's not coming in and life is just different now. And I did get set up in Zoom in my studio. We're Zooming in the studio, which is built here in my house in my garage. And now we have smoky air and unhealthy air. So I am Zooming from my living room again. So things keep changing. And I don't think I mentioned at the beginning of the video. If I did, I'm repeating it right now. One other reason I'm not open yet as well, besides just being cautious with the virus and being confused with things, is I had a client get it. I was closed. I was not around the person, but this person would have been here 3 days a week with it. He did not know he had it. He would have been a carrier. And that would have been awful to have someone here. At the time, my stepfather had cancer. I could have gave it to him or my mother. I could have got it. Unfortunately, my stepfather did pass away of cancer in July. Some of you guys knew him. It's been really hard. And so it's been just a crazy several months. And so hearing aids. We have to wear face masks in working space now. I'm almost deaf, especially in my left ear. This is almost 100% gone. My hearing aids help me. I read lips a lot. Face mask on, I'm still what? What? It interferes a lot. So a lot of my clients also wear hearing aids. So I get 2 clients, me together and a client together, mask on. We were not going to hear each other. They won't hear directions. And when you have a hearing loss and you can't hear and you're trying to hear and you're reading lips or someone's talking real low or they're talking like this, it takes so much energy out of us. There's a thing called listening fatigue. It's also called hearing fatigue that a lot of people with hearing loss have. So it's very fatiguing. And plus we have to clean extra there's guidelines we have to do. So the extra cleaning before, the extra cleaning after, the extra cleaning between each client. Even though I wipe stuff down, it has to be different now. And doing the massive cleaning and just dealing with trying to hear people will make me so fatigued. I can probably maybe train 2 people a day and I'd have to go lay back down. So I know many people may not understand that some people with hearing loss have that. So there's a lot of dynamics holding me back from going back to being live with people. Hopefully everything will come back soon and the virus will be gone and we can breathe the air. We don't need any more masks, because that will help a lot, because I have to be able to be safe for me and my mother and what I have in my world and my home, because since my studio is built in my home, everything needs to be safe for my space too. So if you want to support me, buy my books. They're on Amazon. They're in person. I have Zoom. I do private Zoom with my clients. I know it's different than in person. Everything's different right now in business. I know with restaurants, people go get takeout when they couldn't go in. With fitness, people have to switch to Zoom until you can see them. It's just kind of what's going on. So I'd love anybody to support through the thing. Some clients haven't come back. Some are doing Zoom. Some are not. It's all kind of just waning games and not games, but dynamics because of the world. And plus we all have our personal things going on too. So anyway, thank you for letting me share this video. I know some of you watch my videos. Some of you cut them off in the middle because I talk too long. Whatever, I'm making them anyway. And because this is what I do, I don't have children. I write books right now. So those are my 2 children. I have Wasabi and I have my book. So anyway, thank you for those that support my books and read my books and support my work. I appreciate it. And also for those that don't know, this year, so some of you guys know I go away almost once a year to a big fitness convention. And it's Ideal World, the Ideal Fitness World. It's like the biggest convention in the world for fitness education. I was one of the 3 runner-ups for the personal trainer of the year that year. It was very exciting. I'm going to get happy tears because that's like all of us fitness people's dream who follow the education and stuff. We all want to be there. And some of the people say it's like celebrities or actors and celebrities getting an Academy Award to be having this honor to be either the winner and also a runner-up. So I was very, very happy to have that this year, especially with everything going on. And it just put a touch of joy in me to know that my peers respect my work and respect my books and my teaching. I really needed that this year with everything that's been going through. And I had some really good articles come out in different fitness professional magazines since March as well. So a lot of this stuff has been happening. Those clients that see me all the time maybe not know about it unless you've seen stuff on Facebook. So anyway, I just want to share all that. That's my books and the journey, what's been going on since business has been closed in March. And I hope to see people soon again. And Wasabi really misses clients. And anyway, have a great day and stay safe, breathe well, wear your mask. And remember, the air is not going to be good for quite some time. So don't go outside and exercise a lot right now. It will not be good for you. Drink your water. Hydration's good for you too. And read my books. Bye.